Okay. So, once again, back at VCS, yes?
Yes.
And we are here with Amir Garrett.
Yes.
Amir, how do you introduce yourself?
Well, do you want me to say it in third person or just hey, I'm Amir. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Amir. Nice to meet you. What do you like to be referred to as?
Amir. I like to be called Amir.
Okay, but what do you do?
I'm a professional baseball player. I play for the Kansas City Royals. I'm a pitcher. I'm a failed basketball player. Now I'm a baseball player.
Really failed basketball player, Amir.
Hey, I mean,
or did you just make the choice?
You're retired.
Yeah.
Yeah, I retired. I mean, but I say failed because I love basketball so much, but I didn't take it to the next level. So yeah, I failed.
I don't
play in the major league.
Yeah. I know, but my favorite sport is basketball, though.
That's fair.
Basketball is just. Yeah. I love basketball.
When I was a kid growing up here, this is pre-Sports Authority. My dad owned the biggest sporting goods store out here, so I remember the Bo Jackson era and all that, where the dual sports and whatnot. Does one affect the other negatively when you're trying to do both? Silly question.
Oh yeah. So it helped in high school, but when you got to the next level, professional and in college, that's when it hurt because I didn't really have not like when we were kids, okay, go play basketball, go play baseball, you're actually playing against really good people. So it's not something that you can put down and pick up right away. But
did you pick baseball because you were better at baseball or?
Yeah. It was just that I was a little bit older in basketball wise, and I was just I'm an okay college basketball player, and I can admit that. I was I'm an okay college basketball player, not like I was in high school. But
yeah, Amir, you're just an okay college basketball player.
I was just an okay one, yeah. So that's why
you're right.
I just I went to baseball.
I was fine at it.
How was it growing up in Vegas? We were talking about that a little bit before we started.
I love Vegas. I don't think I'll ever leave here.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that next. Do you think you'll ever leave?
No, I won't. I'll probably get a house somewhere else, but I'll never leave Vegas. I love Vegas. Vegas is everybody asks me how it is. I'm just whatever you guys see on TV, there's so much more to it outside of the strip, the casinos, and all that. And I was you got to go off the strip and enjoy it.
Actually see Vegas.
Yeah, actually see Vegas. And Vegas is huge. I'm man, you got everything there. And for me, warm weather, so I can work out, all season long.
Yeah.
And my thing with Vegas is, because I played in Cincinnati and Kansas City.
Yeah.
And out there, everything closes at 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're spoiled.
You can't go and get a nice steak at 11, 12.
Diapers.
Yeah, anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing. And in Kansas City, they have. In Cincinnati, they you can't serve alcohol on Sundays, I think. Or
yeah, it's dry.
That's crazy to me.
That's because we were raised here, Amir.
I know, but I'm just man.
Sunday, what do you drink when you watch football?
That's what I'm saying. How
what do you
can
mean
that happen?
There's no alcohol?
How can that happen? And in Kansas City, when you go to Target, they don't have liquor there either. It's just wine.
So let me ask you this. Professional sports, right? Growing up in Vegas, most kids or athletes, they go crazy with strippers and drinking and you know what I mean? Just debauchery. Yeah. Growing up in here though, you were kind of, I don't want to say immune to it, but it's not as a bigger deal. When you started traveling and whatnot, did you see definitely oh yeah, you guys are just wilding out this? I've grew up around this.
Yeah, that is actually a thing too, because, I see how guys are or somebody's just 18, getting drafted and getting some money and stuff like that. Yep. It's all right, I grew up around this. I know, the city life and guys go crazy. And I'm just how can you do that? Or why is it so
why are you so entertained?
Why are you so entertained by it? But that has helped me in my career, or it did. Because I'm I see this every day. Mm-hmm. So it's not a big deal.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's not a big deal. So when guys
talked about that a lot when the Knights came here, that season that first season was such a winning season. Yeah. They were calling it the Vegas flu because people were coming here and partying before games.
Yeah.
And then it affects your performance.
They'd come in.
Yeah, but that's so, Vegas shaped me for my career. You see guys getting in trouble all the time, being in the city, here as well.
Yeah.
And it's it was like, that doesn't do it for me. Like, so being raised in Vegas, like, helped me. I think somebody maybe like in Miami, New York, same thing, because this the city life and how fast
exposure
it is.
to things
and
that
then you see,
others wouldn't be.
You see like these players, come from small towns and stuff like that and get in trouble, and you know what I mean? It's like,
while out.
Yeah, like this shaped me and this helped me. Vegas like did that for me so I can, enjoy my career.
That's helpful.
Yeah, it is very helpful. See, guys, like even since going to Cincinnati when I first got drafted, that helped me in my career too, because there was nothing out there. You know what I mean? So I wasn't like I was trying to go crazy, but it's like they don't have any nightlife, and I'm like,
it's 8 p.m.
Yeah, it's okay. Shut everything down.
Yeah. The end.
But it's like it's crazy for like a guy to come from a small town and they're shocked by the lights and they're like they don't know what to do. Yeah. They don't know what to do. So.
And you've been playing for a while now, right?
Yes.
You played in Cincinnati for how long?
6 years.
And you've been in Kansas
for one. This is my
now.
first year. I got traded to Kansas City in spring training. So 6 years there, but since 2011, I've been with the Reds organization.
Okay.
So, they seen me when I was a little puppy, a little baby. Grew up there, so.
Do you have an affinity for them because they were like the first or the longest, if you will, or the one that took a chance on when you were a young pup?
Of course. I loved it there. I loved the organization, the people, the fans, but that's probably because that was my first organization. Yeah. Like I said, they gave me a chance and everything like that. But, I'm a very loyal person. So, they're always going to have a special place in my heart. That whole, just Cincinnati in general. Mm-hmm. I love Cincinnati, but,
Yeah. How do you feel about, as a Vegas person, all the sports and the growth of just our hometown? We're becoming a big boy, big girl city. Like,
I think it's wonderful. Yeah. It just brings more excitement to the city. Yeah. I remember when the Golden Knights came here and they had that winning season, everybody was like it was
nice
coming
fever.
Off, it
was a thing.
It was coming off with
October.
Yeah,
1 October,
the shooting and stuff like that. Yeah. So it was like, man, they brought a light to the city. Yeah. And that was, I feel like going forward, like hopefully we get the baseball team here. Yeah. And an NBA team, if that's possible.
We're all forgetting the World Championship. Las Vegas Aces.
The Aces.
Oh yeah, excuse me. I am so sorry. I didn't. No, but that too. Yeah. Them coming here. I've been to a game this summer. Yeah, I did, and it was awesome. It was
dope, right?
It was it was awesome.
We went to a bunch of them. Yeah.
But just we need to get this city as a sports town because if championships start coming here and
it's wild.
It'll go crazy. It'll be crazy, but it'll be so much fun.
What's your favorite thing to do in the off season?
Right now, I mean, I'm a fairly new dad, so hanging out with my daughter.
You're like my dad. You're a girl dad.
Yeah, I'm a girl dad, letting her boss me around and stuff like that. But I'm trying to get into traveling more. My family, I don't really like to travel because in the season
your wife loves to travel.
She loves to travel. Yeah. But it's like I'm a lazy traveler. It's like I can get somewhere and I can play a video game and I'm like, man, this is the coolest thing ever. Like this is sick. I just want to be in like a tropical area, something really nice, and just play a video game.
Yeah.
So
just chill out.
Yeah, just chill and not have to worry about anything. Yeah. But like I said, just enjoying my daughter. That's the main thing.
What's been the biggest thing? And I'll say this about myself, and I'll ask you this question. So I mentioned before I have 2 kids. At one point, there was a big ego check in becoming a father. Mm-hmm. Have you had that moment where it was just like, I don't know how to describe it, but there's like when you have a kid and you realize some things about yourself, right? It's like, I need to check my shit. It's not just me anymore. It's, you know what I mean? I used to be very different pre-kids. That's why. That's
every day for me. Yeah. Okay. And for me, like I'm a very confident person the most humbling thing to me is when my daughter shits. Oh, I don't know if I can curse.
Yeah, you can.
My daughter shits, right? Yeah. And I have to clean it up, and she's just like, clean it up, peasant. Yeah. Like, I'm cleaning a kid, like, you know what I mean? Like, or something, something happens. Yeah. Like I was changing my daughter and let her get in the bath, and she just like peed on the floor and just ran off laughing. Yeah. And I have to pick that up. Yeah. And it puts a lot into perspective because, obviously I'm a professional athlete. Yeah. So people put you on a pedestal, which I don't like, okay? Yeah. Like put you above everything and, we have to live up to the standard. And it's like, I can be on top of the world and like all these people can like me. 1,000 of these people can like me, you know, and put me, you know, on a pedestal or whatever.
Yeah.
And
you're still cleaning up pee on the floor.
I'm still cleaning up pee and I'm still cleaning dirty diapers.
Shit all up the back. All
my
those
goodness.
types
I never got one of those, but thank goodness I didn't.
Yeah.
But it's like, it puts in perspective, like, man,
yeah,
you are normal. Which is, I know that I'm normal, obviously, but it's just like, some people out there don't like see themselves as normal. And I'm just like, this is awesome. Yeah. Like, she says, clean it up. I'm going to clean it up. Yeah. You know?
And they give you the
sure, kiddo, anything for you.
Anything for you.
Like, they give you that look like, I don't give a shit who you are.
My goodness. Yeah. Don't care. My daughter pick up a toy, throw it at the window. And it's like, well, you know, if that window breaks, I gotta pick it up. It's like, damn, it's so humbling.
If you had a magic wand that can guarantee these couple things, what would you want your daughter, by the time she's 18, like what couple traits do you want to make sure that you pass on to her, if you will?
I want her to be independent. I don't ever want her to have to depend on anybody or anything. Yeah. You know, me and my wife do a really good job of, you know, trying to instill that in her. I want her to love herself, you know, no matter what, no matter how she looks, or, you know, I just want her to always love herself. Yeah. You know, I think that's very important, not for just a kid, but, you know, for just everybody in general. Yeah. And now what the world is going through right now, I want my daughter to be very strong. And I want her to have thick skin, you know, but I want her to be able to express her feelings, or, you know, if she needs to, but I want her to be very, you know, strong and have thick skin, because, you know, I'm her father and I am, you know, very outspoken, and my wife is pretty tough too. So I don't think we're going to have a problem with that, but
you're outspoken?
Yeah.
You don't say.
I'm pretty cool. I mean, yeah.
Or is it you just stick up for what you believe in?
Yeah.
And you get to catch a fuck around and find out every once in a while. It's okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
fuck around and find out. I like that one.
Yeah.
That's the show's motto.
Fuck around and find out?
Yeah.
Yeah, and play adult games, win adult prizes.
Yeah, that's the other one. Play adult games, win adult prizes.
And they continue to play these adult games, and then the prize comes and they're all shocked.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's funny, man.
Is that so? Let me ask you a couple of questions on the outspokenness and a couple of things in your major league career. Does that come from of like, you pushed me to, like, now we're gonna fuck around and find out? Like, I was trying to be whatever, and then maybe not to go deeper. Does that come from, and this is very biased, just being a Vegas born, like, scrappy type? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just feel like, you know, I'm always gonna stick up for what I believe. Yeah. Like I said, I'm a loyal person, so. Yeah. You mess with me, my family, my friends, like, we're gonna get to it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like you guys said, fuck around and find out.
Yeah. Find out.
I'm a pretty easygoing person, but you just got to get me there and I can turn the switch really fast. Yeah. You know, which is a good thing and a bad thing sometimes, you know, but like you said, I said, adult prizes, win
adult
play
games,
adult games,
play adult games, win adult prizes.
Yeah. And with me, sometimes it's like, whatever you do in life, this way I also want to teach my daughter, like, you got to accept whatever comes with it.
Your prize.
You know what I mean? Yeah, your prize. So your prize is your prize. Like, it's okay, but you make the
congratulations.
Decision. Yeah.
Your prize is here.
Yeah, it's here, you know? But, you know, we're all human.
Yeah. We were talking about that earlier, and how, I mean, it's obviously from a different angle than you that I get it. But I'm like, I don't understand why people think that they can just say whatever they want about people. Like, we're all people still, guys. Yeah. So if you could politely keep your opinion to yourself, that'd be great.
Yeah, but, you know, that's why I also said that I want my daughter to have tough skin, because there's going to be a lot of people that say a lot of crazy shit. You know what I mean? And it's up to you how you handle it, you know? Yeah. But, you know, that's a trait that I want her to have. So, you know, people say crazy things to me all the time. Sometimes I react, sometimes I don't. But it's just how you handle it, right? Mm-hmm. So.
What would you say the most interesting thing people don't know about you is?
Well, a lot of people know that I'm immature, but a lot of people don't know I'm immature. But that's just, you know, because I just enjoy life. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, as a kid, I say that I never got to really be a kid when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. So now it's all hit me now in my 30s. Yeah. You know, I'm able to be a kid now. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? But I would say a lot of people don't know that I'm immature. They look at me and they think I'm so serious or so mean or whatever. You know what I mean? But I'm just a big kid, man. That's it. Yeah. I just enjoy life. I like to have fun. I like to talk shit. Yeah. I like to hang out. Yeah. Just you know, just be me. Yeah. That's all.
What do you think long term you're gonna do in life? Like, is it gonna be in baseball? Of course, not playing, but like, are you gonna stay in sports? Let's say that, stay in sports, or is it just too early to say because you're just so focused?
Yeah, there's a couple of things that I want to do. Yeah. You know, but obviously my job is my main priority right now, baseball. But after I like to tell myself that I would want to coach or, you know, help out but then again, I probably wouldn't want to because I know it's like me growing up and playing sports is like some people I really disliked or like some coaches I really dislike is because it's like, hey, you got to do this. You want to go to the next level. You have to do it this way or no way. And it's like, I don't ever want to be that for a kid. So it's hard for me to say like, do I want to coach or do I not want to coach? But I mean, obviously, I would be somewhere in sports, you know, either baseball, basketball, you know, and if it's not to the extent of coaching, you know, just helping out kids or
you do
just
now.
give them some knowledge, huh?
You do now. You help out a team that is coached by a very good friend of Kyle and mine.
Which one? Oh,
Dave.
Yeah.
Super Dave.
Yeah.
Is a good friend of Kyle's.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Yeah.
He's
so I like to do just whatever I can just to help somebody more.
I imagine that you'll be coaching. I have a friend actually who coaches his daughter's soccer team.
Oh yeah, about that. Yeah, my daughter's
They're the Sparkle Dragons.
The Sparkle Dragons?
He's the head sparkler of the Sparkle Dragons, and I imagine that's where we're headed.
Well, after my career, or even when we had my daughter, like I watched King Richard with the Venus and Serena. I said my daughter's going to play tennis or she's going to play golf. Yeah. I mean, but obviously she's going to do whatever she wants to.
Why golf?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm only saying because my dad said that about me growing up. He's like, he's going to play two sports. One of them has to be golf.
Do you golf?
I used to be so good at golf. I'm not trying to talk shit, but in 2006,
you are.
I won some like booze tournament. Yeah. And I ended up having kids and I haven't played since. It's just been a timing thing. But I grew up playing
Steve Sislak story of golf.
I grew up playing junior golf out here, Canyons Gate, all that. Like I was a golfer because of my dad.
Yeah, so. But my daughter, I felt like I wanted the Venus and Serena thing. Yeah. Like I want her to, I mean, I think she's going to be good at whatever she wants to do. But I already got her the tennis racket and stuff like that. Yeah, she doesn't get the concept right now.
She has two very athletic parents.
Yeah, she got to 1.5. Yeah. So, 1.5. You've been around my wife, and I know you're a good friend. But 1.5. That girl trips even just walking. So,
speaking of dragons, ask him your question.
I'm scared because I know the answer is not going to be what I want it to be.
Be what you want.
So, on the show, we often ask participants. Well, I do because Chris wants nothing to do with this.
I just think it's interesting the answers.
And then people get mad when I don't ask it, but it's ridiculous. If they would rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses.
One horse-sized duck.
Or 100 duck-sized horses. Choose wisely.
So either like a big
Clydesdale-sized duck.
Yeah.
Or tiny little horses.
I'd rather fight the big duck.
I fucking knew it.
I have to.
All athletes say the duck.
All the athletes say the big one.
It's a big duck, Amira.
Yeah, but listen, 100, no, man. Like, they could just gang up on you and it's over.
You think that big duck's not going to gang up on you?
I mean, I think I got a better shot with a duck. A big duck. Better shot.
Yeah. We have people say stuff like, I'm going to ride the duck. I'm going to hug the duck. I'm going to tame the... I'm like, no, you're not.
Well, Teresa from the Aces wanted to fly the duck.
She was like, I'm going to take it for a ride. I said, no, you're not.
You can... Okay, so... The geese, right? There's a little story like the geese, we're in.
Geese are different.
They're but like what you said, a huge size duck, horse-sized duck. Yeah. But I'm telling you about a geese. Like I came into it, like I had an encounter with a goose, and it's like it's not a good experience.
Define an encounter with a goose.
So like,
Chris believes wholeheartedly that if a goose came at him, he would, and I quote, factory reset a goose. I said, I don't think that's
I absolutely
true.
would, because think about it.
Nope.
Everybody, and I want to hear your story. Sorry for cutting you off, but like everybody, when they're being attacked by a goose, they do this or run away. Yeah. But if you just charge it and literally like, goodbye.
I mean,
nope.
I don't know if that's possible.
Tell us about your goose.
It's illegal though, right? If you like hurt one of those, right? Like, or kill it.
I don't know. This is a fictional world in which
none of this is a real life.
Consequences don't exist.
Well, so me and my friend were walking, and we see a whole bunch of geese or whatever. It was like 5 of them, and we're just walking, not thinking of nothing of it. But it's like we don't have those here, like And we were in Montana, and it was
beautiful place.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I don't want to live there.
Yeah, I want to live there, but it's beautiful. Yeah. So we're walking, and he's like, "Man, look at all these geese," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." And then like they start walking towards us, and like for no reason, I'm just like, "Oh,
how many are there?"
Like there's like 5, maybe 6, 7, I don't know, but they're walking towards us. And I'm like, "Fuck, man!" Like I don't do wildlife, like you know what I mean.
So why you
gotta mess with me?
Yeah, like why you gotta mess with me? Like god dang, like I was about to start running, like you know what I mean, because they're walking towards us, and then we're just walking, and like my friend's like, "There's nothing gonna happen, whatever." Yeah. So we turn around, and then like the goose starts like, and I'm just like, "Man, hell no! Like, please don't go over here." So they start going faster, and like I move out the way, and it comes towards my friend, and he kicks the goose in the neck, and then all you see is like the neck hit, then like come back up, and we're running, and he's just standing there just looking. Like this, and I'm just like, dude,
no,
why?
They're a different breed.
Yeah,
geese are not to be played with.
They're rude, man. Like it's crazy,
caustic, even.
And they will.
They're the fuck around and find out of the animal kingdom.
I mean, but I didn't want to fuck with it. Why did I have to find out? You know what I mean?
The honey badgers of the bird world.
What made me find out? Why me?
That's what I'm saying. Like I was like, this shit is crazy.
They're scary. They're very scary.
I will not mess with them ever again.
What was your other one with the kids?
I have a couple.
These are good. I like his answers. That's why I'm like, do all your questions. Finally, someone's having some fun with it. Sorry.
Yeah. Other people are like, the duck, and then they just sit there. I'm like, oh, you want no
Kids.
Explanation? Else? Something.
So you're gonna fight waves of second graders. They're like 9.
Okay.
8-year-olds. We'll call them 8-year-olds. Am I wrong? 9-year-olds aren't in 8th grade, 2nd grade. I don't know.
No,
waves of second graders, whatever that means to you. And they come in waves. 1, 2, 3 at a time.
I'm envisioning in my head right now.
How many can you take on at one time with unlimited energy? Because our sponsors made us take out cocaine.
I'm like, I'll be like 40.
A mirror.
So see,
I'm tall. Like all I gotta do is like kick one here, hit one there, push one there.
40 at one time swarming you?
Yeah. They're not going to be stronger than me.
But you're like, oh, those 100 little horses that are the size of a duck, forget, they're going to gang up on me. You think the second graders aren't plotting?
I mean, they're little, so.
Not as little as a duck, a horse-sized duck.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, all right, that one you got me. Okay, maybe like 10.
This is a man thing. Men are always like, no, 75.
Yeah, until you find out,
40,
right?
Until you find out. Got 40 second graders.
Yeah, 40 second graders. That's a lot. Depending on how like tall they are,
You're still going to stick with a double digit?
Yeah.
Mine's 7. No
7?
way. 7. I can't do more than 7.
If you have 7, then I definitely could do 40.
Yeah.
I like that Mary was like, that. Oh, you and 7? Yeah, for sure. Me 40? Yeah.
Maybe even 45 now.
Yeah.
Thanks, Amir.
It depends on how big they are, though.
Yeah.
They're the size of a second grader.
I don't know.
Neither do I. How many of your kid could you take on at one time?
Oh, no shot. Oh, of my kid?
Yeah. Clones. Before you are just overwhelmed and you just dissipate into the floor.
So this is the thing. If like you're pushing them down, are they getting back up and coming back at you, or they're down?
Once they're down, they're down.
Yeah, they dissipate like a game.
Yeah, that's okay. 40. I mean, for my daughter, maybe 100. If I just got to push her like this, like I don't know.
Would you?
I don't make the rules. You made the rules, so 100.
I can't believe that now we're at 100.
100 of my kid though, like how small she is right now.
Yeah.
100,
she's like
easy.
18 months.
Yeah, she's 16. Yeah, 17, 18, whatever. But she barely even has her. When she gets tired, she starts wobbling when she was walking anyway. So I just stiff arm.
What about the kids or old people?
Yeah, I don't think this is going to go well for either the kids or the old people. I have to be honest. So we asked these variations of questions. Would you rather fight 100 10-year-olds or 10 100-year-olds?
I'm gonna have to go with the kids. That's it.
I can't take out an old person
people.
either.
Yeah, I gotta go kids. I gotta get the kids. I can't do the old folks.
Why is that?
Because
you feel bad?
Yeah, of course I will.
That's how I feel.
But with the kids though, I can play with them and just give them a little boop. They're good.
You have to kill them.
No, well,
you give them a little boop. You still the kids over the 100-year-olds?
I can push them on the ground.
That's fair. That's what you're gonna stiff arm all the kids, I guess. A good time.
What does Vegas need, in your opinion?
Baseball.
Yeah. I wasn't even talking about baseball. I was talking. It could have been anything.
But also baseball would be great.
Yeah, baseball would be awesome. But I would say, I always envisioned when I was younger, I used to go like the Manly Bay and the wave pool and all that.
Yeah.
I think they should I think it would be sick to make a fake beach out here.
A fake?
That would actually be dope.
Yeah, you can make it. It could be man-made. You can do it.
We have it. I think it's Mandalay Bay. Isn't that
yeah, but I said the hotel. Yeah, but that's the concept. But just a little beach.
No, it should.
Have you ever been to Boulder Beach?
No. Is that the lake?
He said no. It's lake adjacent. I can't Lake Mead. That's not a beach.
No, it's a lake.
It's a bunch of rocks.
No. How are we building a fake beach though? We don't have access to ocean.
Listen, I don't know. We can do anything.
Okay.
Hell yeah, we put a Tesla in space. We build pyramids out here. We could do literally anything if we want a beach in Vegas.
Eventually, we might have one.
Dig a hole, put some water there.
That's literally Lake Mead.
This will be cleaner. Chlorine.
There's a lot of things that are cleaner than Lake Mead.
Chlorine, put the sand there. Put some some beach chairs down there. But everybody can bring that, and that'd be pretty sick, huh?
Sure.
Water. I wish Vegas was. I wish this was California, so we can have the ocean and the beach. How about that? I don't want to sound stupid, but that probably sounds stupid too. So.
No, it makes sense.
We get lots of answers to this question. There are specific restaurants from other places we get a lot. Oh. Is there anything in Cincinnati that you wish we had?
No. We have everything that they have.
Sure don't.
Probably 10,000 times better too. Yeah. So it's not nothing there we need.
Nothing we need here in Vegas.
No. So let me ask you this. Can I get serious for a little bit?
Yeah.
Professional athlete, growing up in Vegas, all that other stuff, going through what you've been through, dealing with all the bullshit, all that other stuff. Someone's listening right now, and it doesn't have to be a button-up statement, but what are some things that kept you going in those darkest moments, right? And I'm just assuming, am I good enough for the team, or everyone's pounding on me, or should I even be here? All those insecurities and those, what's that called? Imposter syndromes and stuff. I don't know if you've had them. Yeah, self-doubt. What's kind of pushed you through to still be here and jovial? And you got a really good energy about you. So it's clearly you've done some work or whatever, but not a lot of people, not to get all mental healthy, but not a lot of people hack it. You know what I mean?
For me, it's just proving a lot of people wrong because, growing up, it's okay, you probably didn't know this, but I picked up basketball so late, in high school. I picked it up late and got really good. And it's people were saying, oh, he can't be this. He can't do this. He has to do this if he wants to make it here. My dad always tells this story, when I was younger, and he was you don't need to go to all these camps, because we couldn't afford all those camps anyway. You know what I mean? Because to play sports, it costs so much money. It's expensive. But one thing, if you get really good, then you're not going to have to pay for those, right? So I'm just man, I can't go here, I can't go there, I can't go there. I was well, how am I ever going to make it? And they were telling my dad he has to go here, and he said, well, son, my dad would be hey, we can't afford it. So yeah, you know what I mean? I'm like, all right, well, I'm just going to get really good. So I'm not going to have to they're not even going to come and ask, you know, so they're going to be like, they're going to need me. Yeah. So that was my biggest thing growing up. Just proving everybody wrong. Mm-hmm. And then, obviously your mind is strong.
How have you kept that up then? Yeah.
It's,
Is it a practice thing?
For me, like I said, tough skin, but it's kind of hard, right? Because eventually you can't be so strong because you get hit from all different angles with a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. And, I've had a couple of meltdowns in my career. I threw water on a fan this year. Yeah. Whatever. I'm human. Mm-hmm. But it's just like,
can I ask you about that real quick? Is that one of those moments where they just is like, God damn, when is this guy going to stop? Like, is it that bad out there? It's just like, fuck it.
Okay. For me, like when I was telling you guys earlier, like how people put you on a pedestal, like put you above other people. For me in my career, I don't like that because like, I want to be a regular person, right? I'm a normal person, I just happen to play baseball and be a professional athlete. So with that, it's like I like to interact with fans or whatever. I like to fuck around with them. Like if people talk shit to me, I like to talk shit to them. And hang out and sometimes even just shoot the shit. But that's my downfall sometimes because it's like I'm a normal dude. Yeah. Why can't I just if we're talking, you're a fan. Like why can't we just talk shit or whatever.
Have that dialogue.
Yeah, have that dialogue around and be cool. But people put athletes on a pedestal, so you're under a microscope, So
do you think it's sometimes, sorry for cutting you off, that in those moments they don't live up to their expectation that they put in their head about you, a professional athlete, and when you don't live up to it, they get salty about it? Or it's like, why didn't you do this for me?
I feel like people just nitpick and just try to see how far they can go with certain things.
I think that a lot of times people think that because they are supportive of someone who's in the public eye, they are entitled to treat them poorly because the athlete, the whatever, is there for their entertainment. And when it stops being entertaining, they're not getting their way, and they feel they're entitled to treat people poorly. Which I don't think is right. I don't care what your job is. You should treat the woman at the gas station the exact same way you treat anybody else.
100%. And, I've been on the other side of that. I've treated people probably wrong, said some things that I shouldn't have, or, but, I can always be like, damn, I'm sorry. Like, I'll go back and I'm so sorry for like, if I came off a certain way. I don't do it a lot. But sometimes you do it.
You slip. Yeah.
Yeah. You slip. And so with that, with the thing with the fan, I threw water on him. Was coming out the game, and I just pitched well, so I wasn't really a big deal. Guy just screaming at me, and I'm talking to my coach. I'm like, hey man, just like relax, like cool, like okay, I hear you, I see you, whatever. But like I was invested in this conversation with my coach, and like first thing to my mind, the first thing I said, "Can you shut up? Like, can you be quiet?" Like, damn, I could have easily moved or like so he can't see me. But at the heat of the moment, I didn't think that right away, and he was screaming at me, and I was like, "Hey, you need to cool down," and threw water up there, and play adult games, win adult prizes. You guys say, right?
Sure did.
And I was okay with that. Like I was like, damn, like this sucks, but
But at the same time, I think we like learn from that, right?
Oh yeah, we learn from it, and you pay for it. Literally, you pay for it. But
well, in your job,
yeah,
not all of us.
You pay for it, and
we move on,
win stupid prizes. But I learned from that. And like I talked to the guy and stuff like that, and he's just like,
oh, you ended up talking to him?
Yeah, I ended up talking to him, and I'm like, hey man, like. Because I tell him, I was like, I don't like how I responded. Like, you know what I mean? I shouldn't have did that. Awesome. Like that. Yeah. I reached out to him and said, I don't like that. Like my fault. Like, I'm sorry. Like whatever.
Yeah.
I sent him a jersey for him, and like his son was there.
That's cool.
And, and the guy was so nice to me, and he didn't have to be. He could have been like, damn, like, bro, like that's like my son seeing that, and now he's not going to like you no more. And that would have made me, that would have hurt my feelings. Like it would have hurt my feelings. But I was like, he was cool. He was like, yeah. He was like, bro, I'm actually happy. Like we had dialogue like that, like whatever. And he was like, my son thought it was so funny. And I was like, yeah, but I didn't think like it was funny. But this is where it ties into like, you know, people put you on a pedestal. So you have to obviously like live up to a certain standard of a professional athlete. I didn't live up to it at that moment. But it's like what I was telling you guys, my downfall, like everybody nowadays always has their phones out, which is okay, you know, but
it
it's
has
like,
made my job so much harder.
But it's like everybody has their phones out or whatever. Like if I never met you and then like you're hanging out like in BP and talking and we're shooting the shit and it's like, yeah, we're just having just conversation. And it's like, you know, you got your phone out right here. I'm just like, hey, you're like, hey, Amir, like, what do you like? Do you like to go out and party or whatever? Trying to get me. And it's like, you got me on the phone. It's like, I thought you were cool to hang out with. And it's like, we were just having a nice conversation. Like, why do you have to do that to me? You know what I mean? But I learned like I have to, you know, be the standard athlete. Like if I want to talk to somebody, it's like just like after that incident, I started like shying away from a lot of fans because I was like, man, like I don't even want to engage. I don't want to get in trouble. Like I'm just gonna
have to be aware.
Yeah, you just have to be aware. But like I just want to be me. Yeah. And me is hanging out, you know, just chilling there. But it's like, okay, well, you got to go back, like Amir, like you got to understand, like everybody out there doesn't have your best interests at heart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, that's tough for me to like to swallow because I'm just like, man, like,
why would anyone want to hurt you? They don't know you.
I mean, yeah, but like, why would anybody want to even do that? Like, just, you know, I'm just hanging out. But I feel like that's in sports though. Like when you see, like don't you want to have that dialogue with athletes? Like, hey man, like that drives the sport or that drives whatever. You can be an actor, whatever. Like these conversations could help.
The connection,
like the genuine connection that can, you know what I mean? Like that can help a lot of people.
It changes of someone's day. It changes
it does.
Change their life.
Whole perspective.
There's been so many people like, people that were with the opposing team, fans, the opposing teams, like just talking shit to me. And I'm just chilling there, like, you know, having fun with them. They're like, man, like, he's like, I'm not a Royals fan or a Reds fan, but I'm a Amir Garrett fan now. Like that's just cool. All the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and they probably hate like, this is a rivalry. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, I don't care about them. But Amir is cool though. Like Amir's cool as hell. Like he was just chilling out there. You know what I mean? And like, you know, just gave me gum and stuff like that. Like, I'm always going to like that dude now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing that is for me.
What do you think is I don't know if the word's coolest or the most like impactful thing you've been able to do because of your job?
Just the platform we have to help change, you know, somebody's life or like to help like just people in dark times. Like I always go back, like, you know, I try not to read into everything on social media, but I used to get like messages from people. And it's like I said, like when I would change somebody's day, like I would get like hateful like tweets or whatever, DMs, whatever. And I'm like, dang, man, are you all right? Like you good? Like, why are you talking to me like this? And like a lot of people would be like, man, like I'm just going through some shit. Like I was just going to see if you were going to answer, like blah, blah, blah. Like, and then you spark up a conversation with somebody. And I had one person that wrote me and said, like, I happened to come across this saying that they were gonna like kill themselves or something like that, right? And they were going through a tough time, and I was like, I seen it, and I was like, oh, what's wrong? Like, are you good? Like, and I just chopped it up with him, and he was like, bro, like I was in a dark time, like I got like he was like I was in a dark like place, and I still keep up contact with this person,
really,
and it's like and you know, they would just keep texting me from time to time, and I'm like, man, and he would tell me like, bro, like you don't understand like what you did for me, like that's sick.
He's I got alive because of you.
Yeah, and I got the messages in my phone literally right now, and it's like the guys like talking about just personal stuff, like, and it's like I'm just like, man, whatever you want to be, whoever you want to be, or like however you perceive life, you be it, you do it, you know, do what makes you happy. You know what I mean? And it's like he's like, bro, like you talking to me and just give me the time of day, like that's sick. Yeah. And he was a Reds fan, and like what I can do for people or how they can see life, you know, that's what I want to be more. I want to be known for like Amir Garrett, like more than an athlete. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I want to impact people's lives off the field.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I do a lot of stuff I do a lot of charity work and stuff like that, but I don't like to be attached to like, if they say, hey, like this person donated to here and here, like you'll never see like my name because I don't want to be attached to that because I want to be like, I like genuine connection. If I do something for somebody, I don't want everybody to know that I've done that for you because my thing is like, I don't know like how people feel like that's public information. I don't know that. And I'm not going to like assume that I know. Right. So if I help out, I don't want to, Amir Garrett did this. He donated this certain money to this certain family. Like, no, we just, whatever. Like, hey.
I didn't do it to get the name recognition. I didn't do it to get the clout. I did it because I wanted to help and because I like that type of stuff. That's
all I want. I don't want to be tied to a lot of stuff like that because, I didn't come up, when I was a kid, like, very, wealthy or whatever.
Yeah.
But like as a kid, like me personally, like if somebody was trying to help me with something or give to me, like I always felt a certain type of way because I felt like, like just like, dang, like that's cool of them to do that. But I just, that felt like, I don't know, like it's just, I don't know the how to describe it or if I'm even, I shouldn't feel that way. You're making more
sense than you think.
Yeah.
Okay, but I just was like, dang, like, you know what I mean? So when I do stuff for people, I don't want them to, feel.
It's also, and maybe you'll understand this, it's a selfish thing. It makes you feel good when you do stuff for other people.
Yeah.
For the right reasons.
Yeah.
Like, at least that's what I always say. I always
100%, yes. Doing it for the right reasons, yes. I like that.
Just do it because you want to do it for the right reasons. And the more you do it, the more you're chasing that dopamine high of like. Yeah.
Have you ever seen that episode of Friends?
I've never seen an episode of Friends.
Me neither.
We're gonna have to
really
never seen an episode of Friends,
guys.
Ever.
We're gonna have to talk about this.
I've ran into. I don't usually say that because everyone goes, "Whoa, what do you mean? Yeah, I've never seen an episode."
I've never. Who is the main character in Friends?
There's 6 of them.
Okay,
I know some of the names and stuff.
One of the episodes. Now that you guys have destroyed all of my hopes and dreams, just outright. Yeah. They talk about how like you can't do a good thing selflessly, and they have like a competition of doing nice things. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, I told someone." Like it's kind of that kind of vibe where I don't think you do things for people because you want anything but to do something nice for people.
Yeah, I mean,
and that's on them if they want to share that, not on you.
Yes, it's on them. If they want to share it, they can share it. Like I don't want to be the one to break the news or whatever. Yeah. And then
like you never know when people are struggling, and some people don't want other people to know they're struggling, and that's okay too. Yeah.
I got one funny story. Okay, so I was in New York, and I was young. Maybe I was like on an unofficial visit or something like that, and it was like what I thought was a homeless person sitting outside, right? And it's like they're just sitting there, and I like have $5 in my pocket. I grabbed the $5 and like, hey, ma'am, do you want this? She looks at me and was like, fuck no, I don't want your $5. I'm not even homeless. What are you doing? I'm like, really? God damn. Like,
never mind.
I was like, okay, all right. Like I thought this person was like in need. And I tried to give them $5 and she just like completely just shit on me. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but whose fault is that? If that's the way she presented herself. That's what I'm saying.
Herself. I was like, all right. But I was like, I thought the person was in need. But I was just like, damn, that's crazy. I was like,
oh my God.
Well, let me mind my own damn business from now on.
Let me mind my own business.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. So I was like, damn. And I was just embarrassed from that moment on.
Oh my God.
That's a good Amir story.
What? Because I think we're coming up on what have we learned today?
What have we learned today?
Yeah.
We learned that Amir is a girl dad, and that his daughter doesn't care if he has to clean up shit or not.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. She's like peasant.
Yeah.
Daddy. Problem.
No, she says, Dad. And then she does something. She's like, uh-oh. And I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Not the uh-oh.
Not the uh-oh. It's either before she's about to do something or it's already done. And it's like, uh-oh. Or it's like, if she says, uh-oh, it's like World Star. You better look around. Like, because she's about to do something or she already did something. And it's like, damn.
Yeah.
We learned that sometimes people get you out of your character, but that's okay and you can grow from that.
Yes.
He's a Vegas native.
We learned. I knew that.
He gives a shit. deep down, I'm being serious. Like, you do give a shit about all of this, even when it may not, seem like it publicly or in the press. Like, you really give a shit about all this.
And then she disrespected me when she said she didn't think I was going to be here. Remember that? She was like, I didn't think you were going to. I thought you were going to cancel last minute.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's what she said to me.
To be fair, it was not about you, Amir. You would not bail on me. I've been trying to get you on the show for like a year. But you thought I made it up, to be fair.
I did, but really? We never. No, I don't know. She asked me.
So I had invited Amir on like a really long time ago.
Okay, well,
and he was like, yeah, whatever. Also, I have to tell you about one of my first interactions with Amir. And I was like, will you come on the show? And he was like, yeah, whatever. And then he did another podcast, and I was like, no, really, will you come on the show? And he was like, oh, I thought you were kidding. And I was like, no.
Do you get pitched a lot to do podcasts these days? Is that happening? You get pitched a lot to do podcasts these days?
I do some from time to time, but
I'll see you on a couple things. But like, is the requests a lot these days now that everyone on their mind?
I have a lot, but it's like I'll just pick and choose, or I like to go on and do certain stuff, but I can't get to everybody.
Well, thank you for picking and choosing us. The first time I met Amir,
I can't wait to hear this because I don't even know. I don't even know what you're going to say.
This is a great story. So I've met Amir. Like, long story short, I know your wife very well. Your wife and I grew up together. Well, Carly grew up with his wife.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And they used to call me mom and embarrass me in stores.
Like
throw tantrums, like full out tantrums. Why? Because it's Carly and her friends. Yeah. That's why. She would throw, they'd be like, Mom, can we have pizza? And I'd be like, come on, we got to go. And then they would, while out in the store. Because I thought it was funny. And looking back, it probably was. But so I follow Amir on Instagram. Because I hit him up to find out what color the nursery was going to be. Because I wanted to surprise his wife when she was pregnant. And Amir responds, you can say thank you. And I said, what? Are you talking about? He said, I went through your followers and I'm the only blue check that follows you, except for your dad. He doesn't count. But I'm your first blue check. That's pretty G. So you're welcome.
That's pretty G.
And then I waited 4 days to approve his follow request.
Listen, like I said, I like to have fun and talk shit. My wife were there yesterday, and she's always, keeping me humble. Yeah. And there was a guy.
I bet she is.
Yeah. And there's a guy he's like, oh, are you Amir Garrett? Yeah, I'm Amir Garrett. And I walk out. I'm like, damn. I'm like, yeah, babe. Another one asked me if I'm Amir Garrett. I'm famous. Thank you. Sorry about it. That's what I tell her. And I'm just fucking around with her.
Yeah, of course.
But I'm like, I just think that's really cool. It's like at a point, it's like, damn, I get noticed a lot, which I love, and then sometimes I hate. But it's like I can play around like that, and I tell my wife, what's it like to be married to me? I'm famous. But hey, you never said thank you either.
I love that type of humor.
To be fair, thank you for following me back, Amir.
See? Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
You're not my only blue check anymore, FYI.
Oh, okay.
Just putting it out there.
I'm gonna go look.
You can. Feel free.
Thank you for coming on the show today.
No problem.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
It was fun. I like this one.
And I can't let the show end without telling you that your moment of fame with that siren is my favorite memory of you.
And let's not even. We're done with that.